All right. We have a new raid called Root of Nightmares from Destiny 2. And I'm going to kind of walk you through how to do it. Sorry for the video quality. I'm watching a YouTube video of my YouTube live stream of me doing it last night. But basically, you're going to, what we did for this setup is have two teams. We had a buff team to gain the buff and progress through the puzzle. And we had an ads team that took care of ads as well as sort of helped us manage the time. This is a timed puzzle, and I believe you have like 25 seconds or something like that, and it starts ticking down. So first, let's talk about the buff team. The buff team, as you can see here, there's going to be this white orb where you're going to get the buff from. Then you're going to take that buff and move it to one of these DNA strand looking things. And then you're going to shoot, you're going to get on the plate, make sure you're in the dome to gain the buff. And then when you're dropping off the buff, make sure you're on the plate. And you're going to shoot sort of this like dark plasma looking thing. As you can see here, boom, I just dropped off the buff. Now, the more you do this, the more you wipe, you're going to get a feel for how the puzzle likes to move, because sometimes it does actually change. And if you know where to look, you know that, okay, instead of here, it's going to be over here. Now, there's three phases of this, so three different areas. We're going to complete this puzzle. We called it a circuit. Now, the reason we called it a circuit was you have one person, they're going to gain the buff, take it to the new location, drop off that buff, and then you're going to have to take the buff again and move it to a new DNA strand. The reason we have two people to do this is it takes too much time for one person to traverse this area by themselves. So one person is going to grab the buff, take it to the drop-off location, and then tell the other teammate they're with, hey, it is okay to pick up the buff. The reason we did that was if someone has the buff and they're moving to the new location, and in the middle of that, someone shoots the traveler-looking orb to gain the buff again, that will kill the circuit. That's why we called it a circuit. You have to, one person has to have the buff, and you, when you pick it up, you cannot pick up the buff again. So that person with the buff is the one dropping off the buff. Then once they drop it off, they'll say, you know, we called it tag. So tag, you know, you're clear. And then the new person can pick up the buff and move it to the new location. If you do that, like if someone shoots the orb, the light orb there, while someone is traversing to the new location, that resets the circuit. Very important. You'll know it's reset is you'll get sort of a invisible looking orb. It's not like a plasma like this. It's not a white glowy thing like the traveler looking orb. It's just invisible. And then you know the circuit's kind of reset and you have to wait for the puzzle to start again, all while your time is starting to tick down. Now, when you complete the circuit, the timer stops, and you have a little bit time to breathe. Now, what's important to know about this is the ads team, not only are they taking care of all the enemies for you, right? You'll have opportunities to help, but mainly their job is to protect you. But also they have to make sure that they take care of a tormentor. Now, there's 3 scions, I believe, that show up on the map. I could be wrong. I wasn't on that team. 3 scions that show up on the map. And the way you kill them will dictate on which side the tormentor will drop. The tormentor is what gives you more time. There's no way you can complete all these puzzles within the first amount of time you're given. So the tormentor will add time if you killed it. Problem is, if you've completed that circuit, right, you're moving on to the next, and you're waiting for the new circuit to be available, there's no countdown. So if you kill that tormentor in between those times, you do not get a buff. You just cleared the field. That's all you're doing. That's it. So what the ads team did was they said, okay, you know, they're looking at the countdown. We need more time. And they asked us, how close are you to completing this circuit? And we would tell them, hey, we're good. Save that tormentor for the next phase, for the next sequence. So then they would say, halt, no more damage on the tormentor. Let's just clear ads around it. And then they, whenever the time started, they would then kill the tormentor immediately. They have a weakened tormentor now. Immediately kill that tormentor, and it adds more time. It was freaking awesome. There's going to be barrier champions on this, and yeah, it's a really awesome puzzle. There's moments for heroism because one person can do at least 2 circuits or at least 2 paths or whatever, move the buff twice. That is a possibility, but it really takes some moving and knowing how to be agile in this map. And I think this is a really awesome first puzzle. It was great. If you have any questions, stop by the stream. I'll try to help. I'm going to be live streaming this all weekend. Sorry for the quality again. I don't know why the video was like this. I'm going to take a look at that. But yeah, appreciate it. If you liked this video, you know, give it a like, subscribe for more Destiny 2 content.